Okay, sorry about that. I unplugged my laptop by accident and it took forever to start it up. What's going on, Jambo? So it looks like it's you and me. I'm going to put the link here in the comments if anybody wants to join in. Feel free, Jambo, if you want to join me. I just hadn't done one of these in a while, and on YouTube, there's just an enormous amount of videos now about investing, top 10 comics, and we're not seeing too many haul videos as we used to. And so I like to do stuff like this, just show old comics because and there's Jambo right there. What's up, brother? Hold on, we look at you. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
Nice to have you.
Uh,
So,
how you doing, man? I've got like a delay or something going on.
hey, what's going on?
Hey,
Oh yeah, I can hear myself in the background.
uh,
I'm just I pulled a random short box out. Just gonna pull some stuff out and just show it and talk about what I remember, where I got it, or whatever. So if you want to show some comics or something, yeah, you might want to probably turn the volume down. Maybe I don't know.
I, I've got my headset in. I really shouldn't have volume coming through. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
So what are you doing? Just sitting around a comic room today?
Yeah, just hanging out in here. I was getting ready to do the Cover Slinger show, but Gray Man had a family thing show up and he canceled. So,
Oh, I hope everything's okay. I was just talking with you. Follow Jerry the Jitterbug?
oh, yeah, yeah.
I was
Love that
just
channel, man.
talking with him. I'm sending some books in to get cleaned next weekend.
Nice.
I'm going to send this one in, Captain Marvel 27,
Yeah, that's a nice book.
and Exciting Comics number 51.
Wow.
First Miss Mosk, and then this one too.
Oh, wow.
And I thought I'd just throw him a little gift for doing some work for it. He said he don't have that one.
Oh, nice.
He's trying to collect the whole run of
What number
Wiz.
was that?
This one, 125.
Oh, okay. That's a great cover.
What I just picked this up at the comic shop. Variant. I don't buy Amazing Spider-Man, but I just like this cover. I guess is that Spider Gwen? I don't know. They had two copies. This
That's very cool. It
was like
almost looks like a cosplay cover. Somebody did some realistic looking art on it.
they had two. The other one had a little tiny damage there, so I said, "Let me grab this one." I usually I pick up Spider-Man in the past, and it's always really crappy writing, but I like this cover. So, what did I get in this week? Number 35,
That's nice.
1944. Some good girl. I had bought Romantic Confessions, and it got damaged in the mail because they just put it in an envelope. So I messaged a guy, and I'm like, "You really don't care about your customers much, do you?" And so he gave me all my money back, and then this is what I bought with the refund. And I picked up another copy of this. Check out this splash page in here. This is a Canadian Superior Golden Age. These are really scarce. So it was $25. I had to get it.
Nice art inside.
Kind of Matt Bakerish. And then this came up really high grade copy for $29.99. These are kind of scarce. These later issues of Fire
Oh,
Hair,
yeah.
really nice copy. The last one I got was number 9, and when I got it, it had a tear all the way through the whole book up to here, and you couldn't see it in the picture. And I messaged the guy. I'm like, "You could have put that in the description." So he gave me all my money back. All right. So I watched a movie this morning called 24 Hours to Live. Have you seen that with Ethan Hawke?
No, no.
That was a good movie. Good action movie with a little bit of sci-fi to it. There's this company I think it's in Haiti or no, South Africa. And they're experimenting on humans trying to make the perfect soldier. And they don't tell you what it is, but they
The
put
super
something in their
soldier serum.
yeah, they put something in their body to make them live, and he's the only one that survived the surgery. But then they put a little bomb with the timer here. In 24 hours, you're dead. So he had 24 hours to live. It was a really good action movie.
What was that on? I might have to look at that.
Oh, that was on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And then we got Mr. Negrito here on the short box. He's hanging out in the comic room. So I'm just going to pull some random stuff out of this box. I don't even know what's in it. So we got Starman number 72 from 2000. This is the death of Ted Knight, the Starman, death of Mist 1 and 2, and death of Barry O'Dare. So I understood the new Stargirl series has just started up. Season 2. Have you seen that at all?
I'm wanting to start watching that. I haven't started watching it yet.
It's good. It's really good. And it's free. Just download the WB app.
Yeah.
Oh, so we got Gratu from the Gratu Orloff cult. We got Russ 9000, Super Russ. He just hit 1,000 subs. Shout out to him. And Russ says, I think it's Silk. Okay, Silk on the variant cover. There's a new book coming out in November, I think. It's called Batman Fear State Alpha #1, and it's going to be the reintroduction of Poison Ivy.
Okay.
So that's one to look out for. I did put that code Comic Tom 101 in the Key Collector app, and then there's a part where they show you all the new keys coming up till the end of the year. Or you can decide if they're keys.
Yeah. If they're new books, they're probably not really that key to me. I don't get that many new keys or new books at all. The only thing I've really been getting new, Mike, is this thing right here.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a Vampira ripoff.
Yeah, I saw you show that.
Yeah. So
we got Werewolf by Lunchtime in here. I'm not allowed to have anything Vampirilla related in my collection in the house.
Oh man.
That's the one request by my wife.
She don't like the costume, I'm guessing, right?
I did have one issue, and she saw it laying on top of a stack, and she goes, "What's this?" And paged through it. She goes, "Please don't bring those in the house."
Well, you got to keep her happy. So yeah, I don't blame you.
That's the least I can do. Negrito, you can't be up here. This is my short box.
So I fixed my problem. I realized what I had done here. I had the other window open also on my laptop here. So we're all good now. So good deal.
So I just pulled out this book here.
Yeah, I need to get the rest of those. I have the #1 and that's it.
Actually, was Surf Blue. If you're not subbed to him, really good channel. He sent me Devil Dinosaur #1, and it was like a 9.4 copy. I was like shocked. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Mine's not that good. It's probably 8.0, probably something like that. I did get this the other day. Thought it was cool.
Oh, Stan Lee?
Yeah, little Mego Stan Lee.
You know, and I passed up on one when Toys R Us, before they went out of business, they had one. Was the Stan Lee from? No, I'm sorry. I'm getting it mixed up. It was Adam West.
Oh man,
which I should have grabbed.
That would have been cool too.
I always think about it. I was like, man, why didn't I grab that?
It's the older version of Adam West as an old man.
I think it was the one from The Big Bang Theory.
Okay, yeah, that would be awesome to have.
So where did you pick that up at?
It was at my comic shop I go to sometimes in Richmond, Kentucky. And it's not a huge store, but he does carry some figures sometimes, and
And what did that run you?
it was $14.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
cheap.
it wasn't
It's
bad.
weird. He's got like a Mr. Rogers sweater on or
It
something.
does. It's look kind of weird, but I seen the I don't have the box laying around here anywhere, but I guess it was Stan from like the 80s or something like that, and he had like a little vest sweater on like that. So the picture they took it from.
Nice.
So yeah, just thought that was kind of funny.
I just pulled this one on there. This book got hot again. They just showed this in the top 10.
People are going crazy over that, aren't
I
they?
guess there's some kind of new property coming out soon.
They must be going to make a movie of it.
They had 3 of these at the shop. This was like 4 or 5 months ago. I grabbed the best one. They were all $5.
Did you
I
see
probably-
the original movie?
I haven't
that?
seen it yet.
Oh, it's so terrible. It's great. You know,
I've seen clips from it.
it is pretty terrible, but it's pretty funny. It's entertaining.
It's so bad it's funny.
Right, right.
This is a free giveaway from Claritin Syrup. This was
Wow.
a $1 book. You got some Poison Ivy action on there and Batgirl.
You don't see that many promo books anymore. That's cool.
I just found another one in my last haul. It was a UNICEF send away from UNICEF. It was a Spider-Man special edition with
I
Venom and
remember
Carnage.
looking at that in your haul. Yeah, yeah, that was a nice looking book.
It's a high grade too. I was like shocked. Okay, I gotta get me a sip here.
What are you sipping today?
I got some citrus immunity drink that I picked up at Sam's Club, mixed with squirts and Canadian 7.
Okay. No Old Crow today.
Well, I was going to pick up another bottle because I have guests tonight, but I get that at Walmart Liquor,
Right.
but I didn't want to go across town, so I went to Publix Liquor, and all they had was the big bottle of Crow. So I said, let me look and see if I can get something else, because I only like to spend like $12.
Yeah.
That lasts me the weekend and a little bit for the next weekend. But
I
I guess I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I live here in Kentucky and surrounded by bourbon in the heart of bourbon country, right?
Oh yeah.
And I don't drink it. I've been to some of the distilleries. Let's see, what was Four Roses and Makers. I've been to those distilleries and actually did some work in some of them, and the smell of the curing whiskey and stuff, and they have like a runoff of like some of the stuff where they're brewing it and making it and everything, and man. But I had a falling out with whiskey a long time ago, and I promised I'd leave it alone if it left me alone. So
I drank some rum the other weekend, and I'll never drink that again.
yeah,
Because I can drink whiskey and it doesn't affect the way that I walk or anything like that.
right.
But I drank that rum and I was all over the place. And then I got home the next day. I asked my wife, or I told my wife, thanks for taking out the trash. And she's like, no, you took it out. And I'm like, well, how did my grandson get home? Don't you remember we drove him home? I'm like, I'm not drinking rum again. And it was rum that I bought for my sister from Dominican Republic.
Oh wow. So yeah, it's probably good stuff then.
But the research on rum is the heavy sap syrup from making of alcohol that they used to just throw it away.
Yeah.
And then they say, hey, we can make that into an alcohol. So that stuff is really bad.
I can drink it sometimes, but the Bacardi 151, I've had it, and man, yeah, it'll set you on your butt if you're not careful, if you have too much of it.
And they had
Creeps up on you.
What was the spiced rum, Captain Morgan or
Captain
something?
Morgan, yeah.
Ooh, that stuff is nasty.
Yeah.
I took a sip and I'm like, here, you can have this. I don't want it.
Yeah, if I'm drinking rum, I want it to be clear with, no extra flavors or anything.
But I can't drink beer. I just hate beer.
See, I love beer now. That's what I have is beer. And, I'm getting older, so I don't have the hangover the next day with beer. But if I'm drinking hard liquor or something like that, yeah, I feel like crap.
Oh, see, I have never gotten a hangover drinking whiskey.
Well, that's a good thing then. Yeah, I'd stay with that.
I had a good three drinks last night, but I had been up like 32 hours. And I slept great. And I woke up at 4 o'clock because the cat was beating on the door. And I
Yeah.
opened the door, and Negrito and the big cat, they're sitting in the hallway with these guilty looks on their face because they decided they wanted a treat. So let's go wake up daddy at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, right.
So how old are you?
I'm 58.
Oh, wow. So you're a little bit older than me. My
Yeah.
wife's 56. I'm 53.
Oh man, so you don't even look that. I figured you were in your
You
40s
don't,
still.
I thought you were younger than me.
Oh wow, no.
So I just pulled this one out.
Oh nice.
The one, I think it's the one before this is the bigger book. But this is the first appearance of Venom bonded with Eddie Brock in the Ultimate Universe. Have you read any of the Ultimate books?
I used to read some of those when they first came out. I was reading them for a little bit. The Fantastic Four Ultimates, and I did read some of the Spider-Man Ultimate stuff, but I just kind of got away from it. And
It's
that was
pretty
about
good.
the time I was
I like
turning
it.
off to the 90s and stuff, So
I read the one issue where Spider-Man, supposedly Peter Parker gets killed, but the next issue, instead of dying, he turns into a real human spider. And I thought, wow, that was really good. When I opened it up and saw that splash page, I was like, wow.
see, I probably would have liked that one. I didn't read that one. Yeah, had I read that one, it probably would have been something I would have kept reading.
Now this was a sale. I guess my comic LCS does a sale once a year to get rid of the inventory. So the first the first 25 books are $1. Anything after that is 50 cents.
That's a good deal.
And they probably have like 100 or more long boxes. And someone had a couple of these, and I asked them for one, and they gave me one. So this is the Pressman variant from 1993, and the Death of Magic. I guess these came in a board game or something, or you could send away if you got the board game. There was 3 issues, and I think they're all gold like this. We got 7 or 4. We had 7. We got 4. So I guess everybody's going to lunch now. I just like to do these impromptus every now and then, throw it up with a half-hour schedule and just see who shows up. You got anything you want to show?
I really just had a few books that I pulled for the show today and didn't really
Sling it, baby.
dig much out. I had this out. I was going to show it. It had a skull down there in the bottom cover.
I have not yet got a copy of Sheena yet. It's on my list.
Yeah, Maurice Whitman. That's who did this cover. And yeah, the skull was supposedly why I was going to be showing it, but this is just one of my favorite Sheena covers.
I like her face. She looks really sexy.
Yeah, and the hair and everything.
And you got a little bit of side boob going.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if that would have got any points or not, but I kind of decided against it there at the last minute because Matilda Gothica, who does the scoring on the channel, doesn't always appreciate the old Golden Age stuff. And I had this, and it's just a
reprint
repo, but it had a skull down there. Yeah, I'm looking for a number 1.
I'll bet you are.
What I'm trying to get.
Who does the cover?
Frank Frazetta? Frazetta, yeah.
He has a great way of doing the
girls, yeah.
No, but he does like the curve of the muscle.
Oh yeah.
And then you can tell that's him by that curve. Now Matilda did this Night Tiger, if you can see it on the wall up in the left-hand corner. At the end of the shelf, the top shelf, right at the very end. Shelf. See the art piece?
I think I see what you're talking about, yeah.
Let me see if I can do it right there. She did that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she does some good stuff sometimes. She does a lot of the promos for the subject of the day or the program every week.
This is okay.
Some of these you were showing some of these the other day, And I love these, man. I'm gonna try to finish this up. I don't have but like
I
3
tell
of
you
them.
what, that's a great rendition of a redhead too.
Yeah, Mike Plug.
Green and red, just like fire hair.
Yeah, so I'm like looking for these right now is one of my big things. So
Do you have a lot of LCSs around you?
I have there's probably about 5 that I go to on a regular basis, and then there's one up closer towards Cincinnati, which is about an hour away from me. And I don't know if you know him or not, but Eric Breen, he works in that store,
Sounds familiar.
and he's on the Graphic Man's channel a
Okay,
lot.
yeah.
And yeah, he works up there, and it's a great store. They have Golden Age and stuff up there, so I try to get up there when I can. I actually have a store that I take care of that is close to that area, so I make an excuse to go over there when I
And
can.
from what I've seen in your videos, it looks like they price them pretty decent too.
They do. They really do. I mean, and a lot of people won't dig through the boxes and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of young kids coming into some of the shops around here, and they're looking at new books and stuff like that. So they won't dig through the back issues
That's
too
good
much.
for you.
And it is good for me because, you know, I'll dig, man. I'll get right in there and, you know, fingers and elbows up, just digging through all the boxes and, you know,
I'll
buying
have
some
to
good books.
say, since you showed those Western Adventures, man, I've been drooling, wanting some of those.
Those are good, and I'm still needing the number 1, so I've still got my eye out. And they didn't have that up there at that shop that I went to. So yeah, still
Them
looking.
covers are beautiful, and when you showed that, I jumped on eBay, but people are asking quite a bit of money for those.
I haven't checked them. I haven't checked them out yet.
They
But
seem to be a little more scarcer. I wonder if it's because it's a smaller publisher, maybe lower
yeah,
print run.
Ace. Yeah, Ace
Oh,
is
is it
kind of hard to
Ace? Yeah.
find. Yeah, they're kind of hard to find for some reason. I didn't even
Here,
know they did a Western title.
let me show you this Ace that I have. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I like how the cat is just chillaxing back there watching the program, watching you.
So I got to climb.
Uh-oh, be careful, man. Be careful. See, if I did that, I'd had to get me one of those first alert.
I found this on eBay, and it's such a fantastic cover.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There's 3. I think there's 3 issues in this title, but this by far is the best cover of all of them.
Man,
And the coloring, just the spotlight and everything.
that's some good art. I don't know who did that. You think?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
That's good art, man. It's really detailed.
He's holding a fur and a string of pearls in his hand.
So he robbed something. He's out on a ledge right now. I was laughing at your cat behind you there. It was just totally checking out the program and stuff, laying on the couch.
He's a good boy. He's really good as far as he's trained. You know, he don't mess stuff up. He goes in his litter box. I'm trying to get him to go outside a little bit, but he'll go out the back door through the cat door. But he'll only stay in like a 5-foot radius to the back door, which is good because my other cat never goes out of the yard. So I pulled this. This is a kind of an iconic cover.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just got this year too. I'm surprised I hadn't had this before. And this one you never see in the back issue bin.
You think that would be like a poster or something they would use around a lot? I mean, because it's a great picture of Cat.
I think they do actually have a poster.
Oh, really?
I know they've used this pose before on a lot of different things.
I like it.
I don't know who this is. New Mutants number 5. Oh, we got Mark from 4-Color Commentary. We have GP Venom Comics and Collectible.
Are you there, man? Did I lose you, or did we freeze up, or what happened?
We're back.
Awesome.
Do you have this issue? The 4-issue miniseries from
No,
1988?
I haven't got that yet.
I have not read
I've
it.
been
So-
trying to get
so-
the Marvel.
So what the deal is with my
Right.
short boxes, these are the books I haven't read. I've shown them in videos, but I've never read them. When I read them, then they go in alphabetical order into the long boxes in the other room. Oh, we got Read Comics in here. We got Key Comic Watch. It's filling up. We got 9 people watching. What you got?
Hey guys. I got this a while back, and I gave $2 for it, man. And the Crypt Keeper of Castle Hill looked it up online because he was trying to find one, and said they were going for about $150. Probably in better
Don't
shape.
you love that feeling? Don't you love that feeling when
$2, man. I was like, yes, score.
it's a nice cover?
I liked it, and I had a Fox book laying next to me here.
Oh, you're stepping up the game, man. Western Outlaws.
Yeah, number 19 from 1949.
You know who did that cover?
I've got Ed Wyndham. There's something on the back that could be wrong. I'm not sure.
Well, if it's on the back, it should be right.
I don't know if I looked that up or it was something that he could have been doing the interiors in it. I'm not sure.
I'm a big Western fan.
Yeah.
Outside of Golden Age, Jonah Hex is by far the best written series when you're getting out of the Golden Age.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like those. And yeah, we were talking about those. They were laying over here.
Yeah.
So those spines are kind of beat.
No, Mark, I haven't read every one of my 12,000 comics. I'm probably about 6,000 behind. So I have a Silver Age Green Lantern number 22.
Oh, yeah.
Gil Kane cover, Gil Kane interiors. I like the early Gil Kane Green Lantern stuff because his hair looks so different, so cool. It's all like almost like it's alive. So this is from July 1963.
That's in good shape.
I try to find them, in 6.0s or higher at around $20, $25. So if I see it for that in that range, I buy it immediately. Read Comics. Chris says your Western Adventures is beautiful. Yeah, when he showed those on his haul video, I was drooling. How many did you pick up in that haul? 3 of them or something for
I think
$2?
it was 4 of them. Yeah.
4.
And yeah, they were just a few bucks a piece. So I was surprised to see them. So yeah, I was like, I'll take every one you got. That one had a good cover, but again, it was a little beat, but this is number 3.
I actually may have some comics in here that Read Comics sent me, I think. Maybe. He sent me some nice Charltons at one point.
It's number 2.
Just so colorful. Is the Stagecoach purple?
Yeah.
That makes it pop. Nice.
Yeah, those Charlton books, especially from the early Silver Age, I've been kind of focusing on them. They're great. Well, that's nice.
This is from BWD Comics
Bikini cover, yeah.
from an AOK that he sent me. This is from 1973. Right at the other side of the Vietnam War. I forget whose videos I was watching. He did a couple of series on Vietnam and comics. I can't remember the guy's name. And then you got A Time for Love. Another AOK from BWD.
Is that David Cassidy up there underneath the trade
Yeah.
dress?
Yeah. Free pinup poster.
Oh, wow.
That's why I want this. I'm going to put it on my
That
wall.
makes it worth the price of admission right there, right?
I know. And 52 pages. Yeah. Compared to what are they doing? 22 pages nowadays?
Yeah.
And a fourth of them are ads.
And you're paying what, $6 for them?
$4, I think, on average, and then some of them are running up into $10.
And then what they're doing to all the characters nowadays, man, I just can't hardly stand it. I'm just like, I'm done, done.
This looks like a pastel, and then they use some really thick black lines on this thing.
Yeah.
This
makes you focus on the couple there.
This is from 76. I don't know, with a cover like this, it makes me think maybe they reprinted a book or something. Secrets of Young Brides.
Look at that dude's tie.
Oh yeah.
Or
that screams the 70s.
Afcots, ain't that what Freddie wore on Scooby-Doo?
Yep.
Afcot.
Now look at this cover, and then look at this one.
Yeah.
You just sell.
You can tell what time period they were both from.
They probably told them we need a cover in about an hour. Let me jump on that thing. So let me pull another book here. How about some Challengers?
Oh yeah,
like 10-cent, number 20. Bob Brown on the art, Arnold Drake on the scripts. And I think Arnold Drake did some Doom Patrol. And of course, this is a Simon and Kirby creation in the beginning. I think I picked up like a lot of these early issues for cheap, and they were in pretty good shape. Are you a DC fan?
Yeah, I like DC also. I was always like a Marvel zombie for the longest time when I was a kid and stuff, but grown to appreciate DC, and I really do like them. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine who's a big Flash guy, and I've kind of been hunting Flash comics for him. He lives in Okinawa, Japan, and so he don't have much of a chance to get books unless he's back here in the States seeing his family. So I look around finding books sometimes, and I kind of got into them just by looking for them for him,
Let's see what we got here. Me Too, Ford Color. The current state of new comics makes me sad. Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's too bad. Everything's got to be political nowadays. I mean, leave politics out of comics. Come on. And all the other stuff, too.
Photo cover.
Yeah.
See what the baby's saying? I don't know what smells worse, him or my diaper.
Night of the Living, what was that last word?
Night of the Living Hard Bodies.
Okay.
And then here's number 5. So I imagine these were all $1, so I probably picked them all up. Dr. Chemo. And then number 7.
Oh, wow.
What does it say? The Sovalaki-Sewer Syndrome, Part 1 of 2.
I guess people our age and everything are looking for stuff like that they remember from watching a while back and things from their childhood and everything. I guess that's what makes everything like that is getting really expensive and being collected now.
We got Mayor Greenblatt. You know what I think is we are spoiled, or we have a standard because of stuff that we read when it was coming out when we were growing up. So we compare that standard with what's coming out today.
It's true.
And we go, oh man, this is consistently, most of it's crap, not all of it. But then, the people that grew up and they started collecting comics maybe 19 years ago, their standard to measure what's coming out today is a little different, or even like the late 90s. So they might think, oh, well, this isn't really quite that bad, or it's pretty good, or it's okay, because their standard is different than ours. I mean, we had people like George Perez, John Byrne, John Romita Sr., John Buscema.
Yeah, my favorite.
And so when you're comparing you open a Marvel book today and look at that, and you remember John Buscema, you're like,
it's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Or you get the thing where they do a fantastic cover, and it's like a pinup cover, and that's what catches your eye, right? And you're like, I gotta get that book. You get the book, you open it up, and just nothing but disappointment inside.
And that's the key word. It's a pinup. It's never really a full scene, backgrounds and everything. It's usually a profile picture of one character, maybe three. And I don't know, people are like, oh, I got to have a Jenny Friesen, and nothing against her negatively, but I don't really like her because when I look at her art, it looks flat and like it's just a paste up. Like she cut it out from something and then pasted it on there, and they took a photo, and that's the cover.
I mean,
that's just
right.
how I see it.
The old comics seem like the cover was trying to tell you a story about what was inside, and new comics are just like, hey, look at the pretty girl.
Now look, here's
it's great, but
New Mutants number 18, Bill Sienkiewicz cover, and it's painted.
Right.
That's gorgeous. I think I could say the only artist today I could compare to this would be David Mack, maybe, as far as when you get a painted cover.
Yeah.
And then you got New Mutants number 9. This is Bob McLeod, but look at all the detail and all the faces in the background. All the faces are detailed, every single one of them.
And, there's a bit of a story going on there,
Yep. Exactly. You could actually pretty much guess what people are saying without word balloons.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like collecting these. They're so cool. The Spire comics.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is from 1978. So I guess there was a 39-cent comic, and then this is the second print. This is the 49-cent.
Oh, I didn't know that they'd reprinted those over. Yeah.
Yep. So you'll see, and weird too, 39 cents. Why can't they just make it 40? Why couldn't they make it 50?
Cheaper, I guess. I don't know, than putting 40 cents up there. The old retailer's trick of dropping 1 penny.
Have you seen this on eBay too? You'll have like a book posted, and it'll say $27.17. And I'm thinking, how did they come to the determination that they needed to add the 17 cents? Where are they getting? How are they figuring these prices?
Yeah,
or it'll be like $62, $62.32. I'm thinking, how are they coming up with this? I mean, I have a curious mind.
Maybe that's some of their listing fees or something like that. They've added it down to the last penny.
Okay, see, that could make sense.
And
yes, so
they
true.
get away with like $50 or something like that out of the book.
9 times out of 10, when I look at a new book at my big LCS and it has like 5 or more variants, it just I don't even look at it anymore.
Yeah. Too many variants.
It's just wow. So here's a great series. I don't know if you know about this. This is actually number 1 quarterly, Miss Tree. Have you ever read this?
I read the old series, but I didn't know they were redoing Miss Tree again.
Yeah, this is a really good. I read an issue the other day. The writer used to be in a 60s band called the Daybreakers.
Dave Ray.
And he was influenced by, I can't remember the artist. So he did a big write-up on the artist and his life. It was some teen idol from the 50s who said he was going to be famous by he was 25, and he ended up being famous in music and in movies. The name escapes me because he found out later that he had some disease, and the doctors told him he wouldn't live past 25.
Oh wow.
And that artist was his inspiration. So he was in a band, and they recorded a whole album, and they did a song with that one instrument where you wave your hands over the light.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it.
I forget
Well,
what it's called too. Yeah, I know
they
exactly
were
what you're
like
talking about.
all Christian boys, but the song was called Psychedelic Siren because of the instrument. So they became a cult following just for that song because of the psychedelic nature of the title. It was grouped in with all these other like drug laden groups and stuff, and it developed a cult following, and they started getting royalty checks because it would be included on albums where they would collect all psychedelic songs and reissue them. But the first album they recorded never actually got put out. So
Oh,
it's a
wow.
really interesting story. And he wrote like a 6-page history of him in this group and how it affected him through his life. It was really good. And it wasn't an issue of Miss Tree. It was the writer of Miss Tree. And I read that when I was in Dominican Republic. And I was like, wow, this is a great comic. You know, you get the Miss Tree story, but then you get these two other stories, historical stories about music.
I'll have to look for those.
It's a yellow cover. I don't remember what issue it was, but it's called the Rock and Roll issue. And the guy that inspired a musician is really famous. I just cannot remember his name. Yeah, I never bought one of those legend. What are they called? Legend, Alex Ross legend covers or something.
Yeah, where he did the portraits of all the different Marvel
Yeah.
heroes. They were great. I mean, he does great work, Alex Ross. But I
Oh
mean,
yeah, I agree.
the insides, yeah. Unless you were just wanting the cover, which I did think I picked up a couple of those, but one was a Thor and one was a Captain America. But I mean, yeah, it was just for cover buy. I can't even tell you what was inside of them.
This
I don't
is
think I opened them up.
one from Renegade Press. This is the last issue, the Giant 50th. And this has pinups by all famous comic book artists across the board. There's a
Wow.
painting. So let's see who's in here. Oh, this actually came with one of those floppy records for this group with the song they had wrote for her called Cruisin'.
Hmm.
The theme from Miss Tree, it's called Cruisin'. Oh, there it is right there.
Oh wow, yeah.
Let's see what kind of I looked through this before.
Is that the one with the story you were telling me about?
No, this is a different one. So there's Joe Staten, I don't know how you say it.
Yeah.
From Mr. E fame. What's this? Valentino from Image. I forget who he did Silverhawk or some kind of hawk or something like that. I remember a character he did. Some of these names I don't recognize, but I know that they're big names. We got Will Eisner.
Oh wow.
These are fun, these issues of Mystery. Who else do we got? Oh, it says here, I'll read the names that I know. Mike Barr, Will Eisner, Joe Staten, Jack Kirby. What's the 37? Jack Kirby did one. She goes to hell in this issue. So she gets killed because it's the last issue, and she goes to hell. And so they do it only in red and white. And then I guess they leave it open for can she come back or not. Here's the Jack Kirby pinup.
Tell
He
that
had
was
to he had to self promote his own character. He couldn't draw Miss Tree. That's pretty lame. So you can see here. So she goes to hell. So see how they print it with red and white.
oh yeah.
Actually, I don't know why this is in here. I actually did read this. This has to go in the red pile.
I haven't read that yet.
So the comics over here on that table right there, those are all the ones that I've read recently. And they get I get until I get a huge stack, and then I put them all in the long boxes. And it's funny because that'll take like about 4 hours just to put them in the long box and up at a
I was
corner.
going to say, yeah, you got a pretty good stack going over there already.
It's either the ones that I read or when I pick up doubles, like a comic, I'll buy a double or two.
You been to any more shows around your area?
There was a 10 sale today, and I was planning on going, and then I decided I'd rather buy a Golden Age comic because I think it's like an hour away, and I didn't want to drive because I've been driving all week. So I bought a Worlds of Fear by Fawcett. Have you ever seen those?
I've seen them. I don't know.
They're pretty tough. This seller had it for $99, which is like half of what they usually go for, even in low grade.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting an issue of that for a long time. Oh, so Zombo's here, and he said it was Shadowhawk that Valentino
Okay.
drew. And we have
that now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have the full run of John Sable. I have not cracked open an issue yet. Now I'm not a big Mike Grell fan, but I do love his John Sable stuff. Let's say I'm more of a fan of his writing than I am of his art.
Yeah. Yeah, some of his writing was it had an old school feel to it. It seemed like to me.
Oh, dude, I was at the comic shop yesterday and just quickly, because I already been there on Friday, so I was just quick. I'm not going to stay. I decided to stop in and get this book. Let me show it to you. Now, this was $7. This is the variant cover by the artist that created the character, but Eric Larson bought the character from him, the ant.
Oh, okay.
So I went back to get this. I think it's just a gorgeous cover. He's a great artist. Now, I won't go into the history, but if you follow Jerk Comics, he does a great video on the history of this character and how the creator came to do it and the life of the creator and how a hard time he had getting this published. So that's Jerk Comics. I think it's all one word. But this is a gorgeous cover.
Yeah. Nice and cheeky.
I forgot I was going somewhere else. I forgot what I had a night. So we talked about Mike Grell. Oh, I was going to say I was at the comic shop and I saw this book. It was a buck. It was a recent, like a modern Superman from like the late 1990s. It was really beat up, so I left it. But he was flying down and scooping up a Nazi bomb with the Nazi insignia, and it had a plane up behind him in the background with a Nazi symbol on it. And I was like, man, this is a great cover, but it was just so beat up and since it was so like 90s, I said, no, I'm not going to get it. But so I looked through a couple short boxes hoping to find a better looking copy. I've never seen that cover. But it screamed Golden Age. I was like,
right.
Oh,
He
man.
must have went back in time or something, or Nazis back in the 90s or something.
I should have made notes on that number because I would like to find that. It kind of reminded me more of a Captain Marvel book. Here's the Adam Hughes Legionnaires Under the Sea. Early Adam Hughes.
Oh yeah.
He has some good covers in the Legionnaires. A couple of them, like 2 or 3.
Adam Hughes. Yeah, he's one of my favorite artists. Is still out doing work today. But then
And
again, I mean, he don't do much interior stuff anymore. So yeah, you're just looking at covers if you get his stuff mostly.
yeah, and you know the reason is it doesn't pay a whole lot.
Right.
There's a lot of other areas of as an artist you can make more money. I'm
Right.
probably guessing they pay pretty good for a cover, but interior pages not too much.
Yeah, he can probably crank out like 6 covers for what time it would take him to do one book completely. So he's probably making more money doing the covers. So unknown. I have played
Jackson Roy Kirk said he's getting his Saturday Jambo fix.
Jackson. He's a good
Nice.
man.
ACG has some good stuff. Such an underappreciated
Yeah,
publisher.
I really liked him. The Fox book. This one's kind of beat up.
Oh, nice.
The front cover's bleeding through with the red ink on the back side of it there.
So I guess Mark said there was a Sable Batman crossover in the works, but the lawyers killed it. I also was reading an article that I think it was Steve Gerber and Gene Colan were doing a revival of the Spectre back in '78, a solo series, but they were filming the Howard the Duck movie at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they were on the last day of the shoot, and they told him if he could get out that day, he could come on the set. And so he had to make a choice. Something about if he went that day, he couldn't meet the deadline for the new series, so it would be killed.
Mm.
And he decided to go ahead and go to the movie set since it was his character that was being made into a movie, and they killed that Spectre run.
Oh wow.
That's in those one of those Amazing Stories issues or something like that. Amazing they have those books from the 80s where they do a lot of interviews. Comic Book Interviewer, that's where it's from. Comic Book Interviewer.
Okay.
I'm here for Jambo booty covers.
Uh-oh. Who says that?
Booty call.
Let me see if I can find him a couple.
So I picked this up out of the dollar bin. X-Men number 256, December 89. The debut of the classic Psylocke costume. And also a newsstand edition from 89.
Okay. So that's why that was a key. It had the new Psylocke costume. I remember that being a key for some reason back in the day.
Who does this cover? That's Jim Lee. It's a Jim Lee cover. Jim Lee stuff is starting to heat up again.
He's a good artist. Just never was one of my favorites for some reason. I guess
We
it's
got
a thing.
Alex Blue here. We're starting to fill up. We got 11 watching.
There you go.
There you go.
Captain. There's a little bit of booty.
Oh, see, now I got to go pull the box here. Oh. We're going to tune this into the booty call.
More Sheena booty for you.
I guess I'll change this to a random Golden Age short box.
All right. So those are awesome. Those are fantastic. Those
He's
painted
going
covers.
to get him a little breast bite.
He's red. He looks like Devil Dinosaur there. That's not Kanga, is it, in the background?
It's Kygor,
Kygor.
Jungle Lord. battles a cult of devil worshippers, and she's got her thing pulled up over her belly button.
Yeah, can't show that belly button. It would be obscene. Oh yeah, Binky.
I got lucky on this book. It was $19.99, and it's high grade off eBay from 1954.
Yeah, that's great.
Once I got this, I started researching all the swimsuit covers in the series, and then I started looking them all up on eBay, and they'll go for, everybody wants a lot of money for them.
Yeah, they bring a premium price. Do you have the famous one where the girl is on the beach and the guy's going to take a picture of her, and I guess it's Binky's going to take a picture of her, and he's getting ready to get wiped out by the wave? I don't remember whatever that is.
I don't. I think this is the only one I have.
Yeah, I've kind of looked for that one. I thought, man, if I find it at a good price, I'll grab it up. But yeah, I don't want to spend a fortune on something like that. But
Not me either. I'm a cheap bastard.
I am cheap, man. I'm frugal.
You have kids?
I do, but she's grown and moved out.
But that's how I got cheap. When my kids
I've
were
got
little.
a grandkid, so yeah.
You got one? I have 8.
You got 8 grandchildren?
Oh, I'll have 8 next month.
Oh wow! All right, good for you, man.
Actually, I just talked to my daughter today. My grandson has COVID.
Oh, that's how old is he?
He's 14.
Oh wow! Looks big.
So, Jackson Roy Kirk said, "How many Jungle Lords are there?"
There was a lot, really. Fox had a lot. I mean, you went through your Fox, and yeah, there's JoJo and
Thundar.
What's it? The guy's name begins with a Z. The Jungle Prince, and yeah, there's
Tarzan, Kazar.
Yeah, there is a lot. Kanga. Oh yeah, Brenda Starr.
High grade copy.
That's
really this is that Superior from Canada. And I'm guessing I was talking with Metarog because a lot of these Golden Age from Superior and nice grades. I think more adults were buying these than kids in Canada when they came out, because I always see these in pretty decent grades.
Yeah.
For a book like this in the United States, it'd probably be like a spider web of wrinkles.
There's a seduction book, I think, where she's handcuffed to a wall heater, radiator.
Yeah.
And tapping out Morse code. And yeah, it's one of the more sought after ones. And I think it's Superior also, right? It's from the same run.
I don't remember.
Romance. Yeah, those are great, man. Some of those photo covers are really cool.
This one it's very suggestive. Just a look on her face. The witch girl.
It's a good thing they got both of his hands up
there. I found this for $10 on eBay. And then I was like, man, I love this cover. Let me buy as many as I can. And then all the other ones were like a lot of money. Like $40 or higher. And
I've seen the Marilyn Monroe issue of, I think it was a romance book also on eBay not too long ago. And I was going to
I never saw that.
And it just went off really crazy high. I think it was her and what is the guy's name? He was a famous actor. And there's a photo cover of them together on the.
You would think that Marilyn Monroe would be on like multiple covers of comic books, but it's hard to find one with her on it for some reason.
And I'm still looking for that Dave Stevens cover from was it Crossfire cover where he does the Marilyn where the guy finds her in the bed.
Oh yeah,
Those are the best
I'm
ever.
hoping to find that at a flea market or a dollar bin someday.
Yeah, that's my idea. I can find it from somebody who doesn't really know what it is. Bruce Gentry. Yeah, those are great. And those have a lot of good girl art on those covers.
Now this is a variant. It has no number or date on the cover.
That's Superior also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I don't know. I was doing research, and I guess I've come across there was two covers. One had a date and a price, and one didn't. So I don't know what's up with that.
It is weird. They didn't put a price on it.
This is from 1948. Ray Bailey. There's some really nice covers in that run.
Oh, yeah.
You got anything you wanted to show?
I've just been sitting here looking at your books, kind of daydreaming a little bit.
I got more if you don't.
I had the Sheena here next to me.
Oh man, you're killing me. I need some Sheena in my life.
I finished these up quite a while back, and they were pretty cheap back then.
Every time you show one of those, I keep thinking, where can I find an outfit like that for my wife? Attach a rope to the ceiling, put your leopard skin outfit on.
Here, rope to the ceiling.
Nice.
And leopard skin. It's kind of beat up, but yeah, I like them. Those Fox books are awesome, but yeah,
The Golden Gorilla. Speaking of Fox, here's a fox right here.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite Jungle comics. I
like the way they colored her skin. It's like it's a little bit darker to it.
Yeah,
it's almost like she's wearing nylons right here.
I mean, that's a great cover. And look at that cover. I mean, it's kind of like the picture box covers that Marvel used to do back in the day, but this is from the golden age, and it's telling a story. You know, you can look at that cover and know that there's some great stuff happening inside that book. You know, you open it up and you're not disappointed.
And the overlay too makes it look like it's more real.
Yeah, that trade up there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the art in these things are great.
I mean, you got artists like Matt Baker and
Doolin.
Yeah. And my mind just went blank now.
More Whitman.
Yeah, but I mean, on the inside of those, I mean, those guys are doing work inside of them too, you know. So I mean, you not only get the great covers, you get the great stuff inside also.
I love when they put the witch doctors on the cover or the
Jack
baboons.
Kamen. That's who I was trying to think of, was Jack Kamen. Yeah, that's a great one.
Baboons are the best looking apes because they got the blue and the red.
Yeah. That one's kind of got the monk thing going on there with the bald spot in the back of his head, don't he?
What is that?
I don't know. Oh, man, let's see what we got here still next to me. I've shown this stuff. I know a lot, but it's what's next to me here.
Oh, nice. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Look at the hair on him. That's a pompadour for you, man.
The witch doctors in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, Tiger Girl. Now, who's it? I think Dell or Gold Key does a Tiger Girl issue.
There was a Gold Key, issue. I just picked that up a while back, and I'd kind of been looking for it and didn't see it forever. And I went into a local comic shop, and he had two of them, and I got the best one, and I think I gave like $7 for it.
Wow.
And now I'm seeing them more and more out there. For the longest time, it was nowhere to be found. I was like, man, I need to get that, but you never see it. But yeah, stumbled into two of them, and now just about every time I go into a shop, it seems like somebody's got one. So, eh. But yeah, another cowboy thing.
No, I have her solo issue.
See, now that's awesome. I'm looking for that, and I don't have that
It
yet.
is very scarce. I was actually thinking I got to put that on Instagram to show Jambo. It's got a split cover, but it's just so hard to find it.
Right, Black Phantom.
That one's not easy to find either.
They it was rumored that they were making a issue number 2, but it never went to press, or if they did make it and it was published, nobody's came up with an issue of it yet. So
Huh.
yeah.
I don't think I've seen that listed in Gerber Guide.
Yeah, I've not seen it either. It's not in the price guides or anything. So
This is Zoo Funnies number 9.
all right.
So you'd think it's Nokia, but it's Zoo Funnies. Again, you got the Witch Doctor.
And that's a Maurice Whitman, I believe, because he was doing those later. Yeah, in that run. Is that a Fawcett?
No, it's Charlton.
Charlton. Yeah. He was doing those later in the run, and
this is Dick Giordano.
Okay. He's a great artist too. He does a lot of good girl stuff there.
Is it Giordano or Giordano?
I'm not sure. I said Giordano, I think, but I'm probably wrong. I speak hillbilly, so people don't know what I'm talking about half the time anyways.
Oh, great cover. Is that Miss Matt? That's not Miss Matt.
No, you think that when you first see her because she's got the red on and the blonde hair and everything, but just some carnival babe that the bad guy snatched up there.
Well, I showed you that one I'm sending off for cleaning.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is her first appearance. I wish she was on the cover.
Now, do you have her first cover appearance? I thought
I almost bought it, but then I didn't, and I got 7 Jungle Comics instead.
Oh well, you can't go wrong there either. You traded in, 1 for 7, so
I'm gonna get it. It's on my list to own at one point in my life. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, it's a 2-page spread. Yeah.
Just a great costume that she has. No, but Comic Collector Geek picked it up last month, I think. That dude must be a billionaire. He's picking up so many high grade
I've seen his channel. Yeah, he just every time I turn on a video he's done, he's opening up a box of like key expensive books, and I'm like,
he bought a first appearance at Wonder Woman for $40,000, and he got it on the cheap.
Yeah, I don't know what he does for a living, but yeah, it must be.
He owns a tech company.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
But he sold a house. He said he had this house that he sold that was really huge and made a really big profit out of it. And said he decided with his profit, he was going to start picking up all these big keys. I'm guessing that I don't know, but his wife doesn't like comics. So I don't know how that works.
See, my wife's okay. If I'm in here, I'm not bugging her. I'm doing something I like, and she's okay with it. I mean, she enjoys watching me get on here and act ignorant and stuff. So yeah, she's all cool with it, which is great, And I guess your wife is too. I guess she.
Yeah, she at one point about a year and a half ago said, "I don't want nothing any more to do with your comics. Don't talk about them with me. Don't say anything." And that hurt. And I think she realized that so she backpedaled on that. Because our wives have their passions, and maybe we don't like them, but we have to support them. We have to love them. We have to let them know that we care about what they care about.
Right. Fortunately for me, my wife loves all the Marvel movies, so yeah, we do watch those together, and she watches a lot of the old, horror movies and things like that I like, and the old sci-fi stuff. So she gets into that, which is really cool. So yeah, we
We're
got
into watching 80 sitcoms. We
okay.
just finished Too Close for Comfort. 6
Oh yeah, I
seasons of
remember that
that.
one. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, there's some funny stuff back then.
My favorite show is Rules of Engagement, but my wife doesn't like it because of Russell on it. Have you ever seen that show?
I know the name. I know the. I
The
don't know.
main guy is from Seinfeld. He's Putty from Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He was the Tick in the
Yeah,
TV series. Yeah, I
he's
like
one of
him.
my favorite actors. He just makes me laugh so hard.
I like him. He's pretty funny. He was funny in Seinfeld, I thought. Yeah, we watch a lot of Big Bang Theory and stuff like that too.
Same here. We
Yeah,
like that. Seinfeld's one of my favorite shows.
yeah,
King of Queens, Big Bang
yes.
Theory.
King of Queens.
I love Green Acres. I don't know if you ever watched that.
Yeah, yeah. Still watch it sometimes, and she's gotten into watching the westerns with me. Sometimes now we get on, and there's a local channel called Me TV. I don't know if you. It's
I've
like a
never heard of
free
that.
channel. You can get a antenna. You don't have to pay for it, even though we stream almost everything we watch. But
Right.
all the stuff comes on for free, and they show the old westerns like The Rifleman, uh, Gunsmoke, and just things like that. Wanted Dead or Alive with Steve McQueen. And so we've been watching a lot of that stuff, and she enjoys it.
Everybody Loves Raymond, Zambo saying. It's a
Yeah,
good
it's a good show.
show. His brother, the guy that played his brother, did his own show called Till Death. That show is funny. Now, have you heard of Pluto?
No.
That's a free download. It's a free app, and it acts
Oh
like a
yes,
cable channel.
yes.
They
I
have old
actually,
movies,
yeah,
old sitcoms, westerns, James Bond channels, all kinds of stuff.
yeah. They have westerns on it also, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we usually watch is Pluto. We better show a comic. People like, what's going on here? How about an underwater cover with a shark?
Oh, awesome.
Auction win on eBay.
That's a great cover.
The Doll Man by
I
Bill
like the
Ward.
doll, man. Yeah.
That's a Bill Ward cover.
Oh yeah. Creator of Torchy.
That's true. Yeah.
Let's see, buddy.
How about a swordfish?
The ocean looks dangerous, man.
On a
Sharks,
comic book cover.
swordfish. Let's see, buddy. I'm trying to find something that I haven't shown that's in this box here. And not very much luck. This one's in there, so I'll show it again because I love it. Kind of like those guys in the picture there. Always check her out.
How many issues do you own of Torchy?
Just two. I've got.
Hey, just two? I own 0.
This is number 2, and I've got a number 3. So, there's only 6 of them. I'd like to get them all, but I'm not rich, so I just take what I can get.
Isn't that Stan Lee?
No. This is a
looks like the
magazine Enterprise, right? I know
looks
what
like the
you're
Black
talking
Rider
about.
cover.
And
That looks like, is that Bela Lugosi?
it's supposed to be Charles Starrett. The Durango Kid.
Starlet?
Yeah.
I have a couple issues of that.
Yeah, that was an old beat.
I have the one of the guys dressed in skeletons in the mine.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Ooh, nice. I want to get the cover where it's the hand with the rings on it or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. That
But still, that's a Superior.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that thing smells so good.
Yeah, it's one thing about this room. It stays closed up until I come in here and open the door, and it's like going into a vault or something. You're like,
Yep, that's how my room. I spent many years getting the smell just right. America's Darling.
Oh yeah, Black Cat. Those are great. I love those.
If you ever look at the arting, I don't see her. Her waist is like so thin. She couldn't even swallow food. I don't think. I don't think I haven't read this yet.
Come on.
I guess maybe it's one of the artists. There's one issue where her waist is just so thin, it's like unbelievable.
There's a seduction.
Oh, I have that.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched your video you had with
Comic Collector Geek.
Comic Collector Geek, yeah. And I had it too. I didn't realize I had it. And yeah, it was a seduction book. I didn't never research it, because you think, well, it's just an old devil.
I looked in the Comic Key Collector app to see what Bugs Bunny issues were keys, and that one showed. So I tracked it down, and it was relatively cheap on eBay.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's number 6, Pioneer West Romances with Fire Hair.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't have the green dress though.
She's got a tight white dress on. It looks like that's an awesome cover.
And I believe this is a Maurice Whitman cover.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites from Fiction House.
People see that, but they don't realize this book is 52 pages, and there's so many great superheroes and magicians and detectives, CIA agents and stuff.
Not only get Sheena stories, sometimes you got one, sometimes you got two, but then you got all kinds of other stuff in there. Pirates, secret agents, like you said. Good variety. Oh, wow. Literally, wow.
Take care, Mark. Thanks for joining us. I'm obsessed with collecting all these wows.
I don't blame you, man. There's a lot of great covers.
One seller, he wasn't a comic book dealer, and he had 4 of them from $70 down to $50. I grabbed every single one, and they were all high grade. So if you see a book like this, in this grade now, I think I paid $70 for this. People want $200, $250.
Oh yeah, you'll never find that for $70 anymore. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, man. Yeah, clean. Good corners.
Oh man, this thing is like a 7.5, maybe an 8.
I bet you could press it and get 8.5 out of it probably.
And it's funny, there isn't a whole lot to press out of it.
No. Man, nice book.
I'm having problems. So 3 of my walls in my home, they don't have electricity, and we called the electrician out. He fixed it. He said there's a problem with the box. Some of the circuit breakers need to be updated or something. I don't remember. So he left. We had electric for the next 2-3 weeks, and I pressed some books, and then I came home the following week, no electricity again. Then it came back on. So it came back on. So the guy came out. My wife called him. I'm like, it's okay. We don't need you. It's working again. Then he left, and later that day, it stopped working.
Sounds like a bad outlet or something on that circuit.
I think he replaced all 3 of the outlets.
Did he?
But we have to call him out again. So what you got going on?
Yeah, I was just kind of looking to grab something here. Some stuff next to me here. I showed that the other day.
Okay. Goodness.
Jumping in price. Some
Bernie.
Bernie Wrightson, yeah.
Bullseye Comics in the house. Oh, I love that cover. I love Man Thing covers
Yeah.
from the Bronze Age.
So you
Nice big curl.
Swamp Thing or Man Thing?
I mean, did I say Man Thing?
Yeah, which one do you like
Yeah,
the best?
I like Man Thing the best.
I do too, I think. Even though Bernie Wrightson is probably, yeah, he's great.
You see, the Swamp Thing was great for the first couple issues that Bernie was on it. When he
Yeah.
left, but
Yeah.
Man Thing was pretty consistent all the way through the Bronze Age. Nice. I have that one too.
Yeah, that one's kind of dirty and stuff, but yeah.
It's better in condition than mine. So I just have this Wings Comics.
Yeah, beautiful. Indian Girl, I guess. Right?
I don't know. I haven't read it.
That's cool. Very nice.
Get your wings, as Aerosmith says.
Some nice old. Got
Red
that really cheap.
Sonja.
And it had a Chaykin story on the Red Sonja in here. I'd never seen before, so I thought that was kind of cool.
In full color, so it's no longer black and white.
Yeah. This one's in color also. Kind of brutal. Chopped the head off the lion there.
Why does it say Vampirilla, but that's not Vampirilla?
Yeah, I don't know. She's not even on the cover. It's on the insides, but yeah.
Zombo, you love your Crystal Bernard? Surf Blue is obsessed with Crystal Bernard. Classic. Vampire in High Heels. Did you see that miniseries on Dracula that was on Netflix?
No.
Where it starts out
watching
like in the 1400s, and then after the second episode, it jumps to the modern day. He wakes up in the modern day or something, or it's pretty good actually.
I was gonna watch it, and then they had a series on Netflix, I think, called Nosferatu, and I was gonna watch it, and I still haven't done it either yet. Yeah, you're showing the good stuff, man. Those are awesome.
I think that's a Matt Baker cover.
I believe you're right. Yeah, I've got that one, but mine's got a chunk out of the corner, I think. Some critter, a bug or a mouse, decided it looked delicious.
Yep, Matt.
Thought they might take a bite of it.
Matt Baker cover. I have the invoice. That's what I do. I put the invoices in the back.
Nice.
I don't know what number is this? 91. I paid $50 for it. It says it's a 2.0, but I've had my comic shop like undergrade by a grade, half a grade, a whole grade.
Looks better to me than a 2.0, but that's just me.
So let's see. I got a book from them that was a 2.5 a couple months ago, and when I took it out, it looked like an 8.5.
Oh wow!
Now I don't know why they would call this a 2.5. It's not missing anything, of course, because it would be a 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
The spine's all together. So I'd probably put this at maybe 4.0, maybe 4.5.
Yeah. 3540 anyway.
Unless it looks like maybe someone took out the original staples and restapled it with non-manufacturing staples. So maybe that brought it down. Would that be restoration? I don't know. Conservation?
I would think conservation if the staples were rusty or something like that. Let me see if I can grab a few more things here, man.
Voodoo cover.
Oh wow, I've not seen that before.
I just grabbed this, and I never really realized until recently that this is a scarce book.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. Huh.
It's a Bob Powell cover, so I'm guessing it's Magazine Enterprises.
Did you find that at a shop or
No,
online?
it's on eBay, but I bought it like 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna switch boxes. Go ahead and show stuff.
All right.
Nice.
It is number 159. Here's number 153. I like this cover. Here's a one. Yeah. You're hoping she don't sit back too far with that spear right there.
Oh, I love that purple background.
Yeah. I was saying, yeah, you hope she don't lean back too far with that spear down there.
Oh, yikes.
I like this one. This is sorry.
So what I had my wife do is I got a low grade in a obscure or non-consequential Golden Age book, and I ground it up, put it in a little vial. And I told my wife, if I ever pass out, just put that under my nose.
Smelling salts.
Make sure it's a Matt Baker art. I'll definitely wake up.
This is probably my favorite cover from Jumbo. And I think
I like the one that she has the side boob showing.
yeah, that's a good one too. Her leg muscles and everything just looks so toned, and it's Maurice Whitman also.
Man, they could do a badass Sheena movie nowadays.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that kind of Africa has all been explored, and there's not the same excitement and adventure.
Well, it could be, it could
She could
like,
be rescuing the animals from the poachers or something
or
like
it could
that.
be set in a different time period.
That's true. That's very true. But they could do something like that. It would be pretty awesome.
Maybe say some chick somehow falls into something and goes back in time and falls into the African jungle, and she has to, grow up and become Sheena in the 1800s or early 1900s. I'd like to see a cover one day where she's going through her closet. She has all these different outfits, but they're all leopard print.
What to wear? What to wear today? Went to the
Another
office.
great purple background.
Yeah, you got the Brandon iron there. He's about ready to let.
They did two Sheena TV shows. They did one Sheena TV show in the 50s and then one in the, I think it was late 90s, early 2000s, which that one was pretty good. I have the DVD set. Actually, I have both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got those. I got to
That's
meet
it.
Irish McCullough back in the late 80s. She was going around to different cons. I think it was in Indianapolis, I believe. And I had her sign some stuff for me. She was still a pretty, she was tall, striking lady, even in her older age. And trying to think of the girl who played Sheena in that last series. Is Gina Nolan or something like that?
I don't know. I liked it though. She could change into a black leopard or a Black Panther. Man eaters in Nagamba. Another purple background.
A lot of color on some of those. Yeah, go ahead, buddy, if you want to. Got something else you
I
want to show?
got a Matt Baker. It's also a jungle cover, but it says Voodoo,
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
and she's helpless.
You could almost look at her hair and tell it's Matt Baker. We did the curls in the women's hair.
That guy's thinking, if I can get rid of this cat, I am home free with this chick. It's going to be a great night.
Yeah. All I have to do is save her from this big giant cat over here. It looks really angry.
And then this is a Schomburg.
Another beauty, man. War cover.
The Fighting Ink.
That's something I really don't have many of those startlings. I think I've got one, maybe two.
Time to pull the trigger, man.
Yeah. You get more, but I'm actually looking for those Wonder comics he did after 15 and
Oh.
15, 16 through 20 that had the Terra, the Space Pirate covers.
Right. I
Those
think
are awesome. The airbrush covers, and yeah, they're just
hold on a minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, yeah. Grim Reaper. That's a great cover.
Good girl.
The Damsel from the Fire.
I paid $100 for this on eBay.
That's a good deal.
On an auction. I was like shocked. I thought nobody bid. I was like, maybe mislabeled it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, usually they'll snatch them up if it says Schomburg. It don't matter, you know. Yeah, there he is. Zago, the Jungle Prince. That is another one of the jungle guys.
I can see his parents laying in bed when she's pregnant. What do you think of the name Zago? I don't know. I like it. I like it.
She had the purple leopard print there. That was kind of different.
I think she has some breast implants because they're helping her float.
Much to the chagrin of that crocodile there. He's waiting for her to come down. But I don't think she's going to. I think she's going to float, like you said.
How about some Paul Norris art?
Yeah, Jungle Jim.
He's from Aquaman fame.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if he's the creator of Aquaman. I know he did Golden Age art on him.
That's good. That's a great cover. Good art.
Somebody showed that. I think it was Bubs or Alex, and then I had to get it.
There's so many great channels on YouTube where you can just see stuff like that, and you don't have it and you've not seen it, and then somebody shows something like that you're showing right there, and you're like, man, that's awesome. I got to get that.
I got this for $20 off eBay. And to my surprise, about 4 or 5 months later, I saw an auction and this book was going, and it was going over $200.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to steal, man. Somebody must have had that listed wrong or incorrect.
I didn't know. I really didn't even know what the ibises go for, but now I do. And it's probably all because of the bondage. Yeah.
I mean, it's a great cover. Look at the art. I mean, it's fantastic.
But that's my try to tell people, if you want to buy Golden Age cheap, get on those first listings. Mm-hmm. Check eBay. I check eBay like it can every hour, sometimes every 2, sometimes every 4, every 6. Whenever I remember, or like I go to get my phone and I pick it up, I go, oh, let me check eBay's new listings. And since you've already checked it, there's only probably 10 or 12 or maybe 20 that you haven't seen and they're brand new.
Yeah.
And you get that one book that's not from a dealer that a flea market guy just throws up there for $20-$30.
Right. They don't know, Or there's a guy on there that cleans out houses and stuff too. I've bought a few books from him, and he's lucked into some stuff like that. Doesn't know what it is. He just throws it up. That's a great Tiger Girl cover.
I want to get the early issues because the early issues have superheroes.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like a red patriotic superhero in issue 16 or something like that. He only lasted 2 issues. I forget his name.
Senorita Rio.
Oh
was
yeah,
in
I want
there,
to get
right?
some of those too. Yeah, she's
She,
the first Hispanic female character to make a cover on a comic book.
yeah. Yeah.
And Nick
That's
Cardy
great.
actually did most of her run through the
Oh,
Golden
really?
Age.
Yeah, her,
He
him,
didn't create her, but
and some, yeah.
I think he was assigned her by the Eager Studios.
Hmm.
So he used to come after school. He'd go to the Eager Studios, and they gave him a job sweeping up for a while, and then he started watching everyone. And after a while, he started learning how to draw from all the artists.
Imagine being around back then. I've heard stories and tales about guys that was around back when Marvel was first starting out and getting so big, and they would haul like carts full of the art down to the furnace room and burn them.
Yeah, DC used to haul it out and give it away when people would come tour the offices.
Bob Powell, that is great, man. I don't have all of those anymore. I would love to have them all.
These were less than $25 off eBay.
Man,
But this is a couple of years ago.
yeah.
This is about 4 or 5 years ago.
You just don't see the deals like you used to. I mean, people are getting into the golden age more and more. I guess the prices are jumping up and stuff. Lorna, that's great. That's a great cover.
So my question to Jackson Roy Kirk is, how many Jungle Girls are there?
Yeah.
Because I think there's more than there's Jungle Lords.
Yeah, because they're still doing the Jungle Girls. I mean, you think about Shauna. That's a good
So I was telling you about Jerk Comics. He did a video on how this character was the reason that Frank Frazetta stopped drawing comic books altogether.
Really? I know he did number 1.
So there
Right.
was some kind of incident that happened. I don't remember what it was, but it's a good video.
Huh. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, I know he was in issue 1. He did the cover and the interior art, I believe, for Thunder number 1. And it's very expensive. And yeah, I don't have it, but yeah, it's very expensive. Oh, that's awesome.
So my criteria for IW is if it's less than $25 and it's above a 6.0, I grab it.
Yeah, well, it's got a great cover like that too.
It's a pretty good cover because these IWs, man, they're usually pretty crappy.
Yeah. Well, people were doing what they were designed for and reading them, and read them quite a bit, I guess.
This has a Yankee Girl story in it too. According to my notes on the back. Yep, here it is.
Oh yeah.
There's one that she's on the cover. I'm trying to get that one. I have not pulled the trigger. They had one on eBay. I didn't pull the trigger on it yet. It's kind of hard. I mean, I like these and they're awesome, but for me, it's hard to buy reprints and pay.
Yeah.
In your mind, it's the psychology of it's a reprint.
They're great reprints, especially if they've got a good cover, but yeah, still a reprint, like you said. But if I have my druthers and I seen the real thing, I would definitely grab it first. Oh, Fritzy Ritzy. Yeah.
This was $5.
Man,
I got number 1 for $5 too.
that's crazy.
It's from an eBay seller, but I was in communication with her and I said, well, do you have any other books you haven't and she's not a comic book seller. I said, you have any other books you haven't listed? She goes, I have a whole bunch. I said, send me the list and the pictures. And I cherry picked everything. and got most of them for $5 or less, and then I sent the list on to Metarog because there were a lot of promotional books in there.
Wow. You're a good hunter, man. I mean, yeah, that's what it takes is,
There's more to the story. I had bought a Suspense #3 for $30, which is a steal. It was like good condition or great condition. And I miscounted the pages. So I thought it was short, and I was there was another book I got that was damaged at the same time. So I was very upset.
Yeah.
So I sent an angry message to the lady.
Oh, no.
And she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, while she replied, I recounted the pages again, and they were correct. So I was feeling really bad. And God told me, you need to apologize. Just make it, no matter how you feel and how humiliating embarrassed you feel. So I sent her a very I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have talked to you that way. And she's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm like, no, it's not. It was wrong for me to talk to you that way. So then I said, well, do you have anything else you want to sell? And so she sent me this big email with all this stuff. I got a lot of good books for, I got Ace Comics, one of the later issues with Phantom on the cover for $5.
Man.
And those books go for around 200 or more. So speaking of,
Oh, wow. There it is. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I've seen those and I've almost pulled the trigger, but they were a little pricey and I was looking at other stuff at the time, but
I think
yeah,
this is
got to get that.
I think this is a 7 in the Gerber.
Nice.
So that means less than 20 known to exist at the time he published the book. You got LB Cole.
I've got a few, yeah. Horrors of the Underworld. I don't have any of those.
I'm missing the crime one. Horrors of the Underworld Crime or something like that. I don't know what it is. Oh no, this is it. There's another one. There's like 3 or 4 in the series. Oh, here's a good girl.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Joe Doolin.
Yeah, you can tell his art. He does great stuff there.
You have any Planet Comics?
I have one beat one somewhere here. It's got like a third of the cover missing, so I don't really count it.
Hey, you got to, man. Golden Age is a whole different animal when it comes to grades. Here's an Atlas.
Oh yeah, the Jungle Tales. That was reprinting all the Atlas jungle stuff, right? Jan of the Jungle and Lorna. I think it may not have been reprinting, but they were collecting the characters and putting them in an annual kind of thing.
Well, go ahead and show. I think the doorbell rang.
So I did hear something.
Is that you?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, let me go see.
You might have some books coming. All right, guys, bear with me here. I'm ill prepared as usual. Let's see.
Mommy's here. Mommy's here.
Tip topper.
11.
Here's number 9.
Oh, there you go. What number is that?
That was number 9.
Where'd you get that one at?
I think I got that at a local shop. He had a few of them like that, and they weren't very expensive. That's why I was grabbing them. I think they were around $15 to $20 or something like that.
Oh, wow. Honey, I'm doing a live stream. I'm doing a live stream.
There's an Infinity cover.
Yeah.
They kind of did one similar to that in the DC run that they had an Infinity cover in it also.
Oh yeah, I have the is it Captain Marvel Jr. or Master Comics Infinity cover, where he's at the newsstand at the comic newsstand. He's picking up an issue of his own issue.
Oh yeah.
Oh cool! What number is that?
It is number 58. It's pretty dirty. Yeah, I need to find Jerry's the Jitterbug's secret for cleaning covers.
It's not a secret. He puts it in the videos.
I know it, but well, I try stuff like that, and it just I've never tried to dip mine in any kind of liquid or anything. I'm dry cleaning everything, but maybe that's what the trick is.
He sent me all the chemicals. I'm going to go ahead and make me a bath at some point.
I'm afraid, I'd have to do something that wasn't worth anything first to
you practice.
try it out. It's 96.
I love those Fawcett books.
Tawny the Tiger down there. There's some little Abner. Sadie Hawkins Day. That's when the girls are chasing all the guys.
Yep. Did you have those Sadie Hawkins dances at school?
No, we didn't have those.
You
believe
didn't
it or
have
not.
those?
But we have actually here in Kentucky, where Little Abner originated, there's a Sadieville. So I don't know if that's where that supposedly came from. Sadieville, Kentucky.
Possibly.
Sadie Hawkins Day. Maybe Sadie Hawkins was a not too pretty female that chased the guys.
No one would call her for a dance, so she had to.
Right. So they had a special day for her so she could get a dance. That's all I got right now, man.
What do I have? I have a Jack Kirby, Simon and Kirby, Good Girl.
Oh, that's good. That's
number 29.
Good. You got a pretty good run on those, don't you?
I'm trying to get all the early ones to the end of the Simon and Kirby, and from the beginning, from number 1. The first 22 issues were Junior Rangers.
There you go. It's a Fox book.
And she's foxy.
She is foxy. Shooting that gun out of his hand.
Dang, he's good. This is the same girl from that other IW cover. She's got the same dress on and everything.
Oh,
same
yeah.
color.
Now, I've seen that one, and I've almost pulled the trigger and grabbed it. And,
this is another one I found for 20, and it's in high grade.
Yeah, it's a little pricey, I thought, on eBay. That's in great shape, yeah.
Yeah, they ask way too much money for these books.
See, that's pretty old. When was that made? Was that like in the late 50s or
54?
54. So, I mean, it's still pre-code. I mean, it might be reprinting something else, but I mean, still a
it is. It's
book.
They always reprint Fox issues, from what I understand. But I don't know. That doesn't look like Fox. It looks more like either
Avon,
EC.
maybe.
It looks more like EC.
Oh yeah, it does look like EC. EC or Avon or something like that, because Avon had the Strange Worlds. Have you ever seen those Fox Giant books that reprinted a whole bunch? They were super thick. They were probably almost 100 pages, and they reprinted a lot of stuff. Like they were called the Fox Giants. And
yeah.
I
have seen it on eBay once in a while.
Some of them were crime books and other stuff. But the weird thing about them is they have great covers, but you always miss the first page of the story because when you got a Fox book, the first page of the story was on the back of the front cover.
Right.
So when they reprinted them, they didn't have that, and you were just missing part of the story. So
Now there are DS distributors that did 11 reprints, all Fox Comics, but they put them in the end of the series when they list them on websites, but they're actually reprints. And you can tell that the reprint, for one, they have no first page on the inside cover. It's an ad. And then the last page before the cover is an ad for the 11 comics you can send away. For $1, you could get all 11 of them.
oh man.
But those reprints, they still go for lots of money.
Yeah.
And I bought a few from a couple sellers that say in the description, all original, first print. And then I'll contact me and go, this is a reprint. It's not what you described. And I get my money back. It's happened to me twice. And then the book is still worth $60 to $80 to $100.
Yeah. Yeah. Still great stuff, but yeah, they just misrepresented.
This one was $17 with shipping.
Wow.
On eBay. And this is one of the Jungle Books that really goes for the most money because of the bondage.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got the girl close up on the cover there. And
now on the back of this, it was in a box with another issue of a Golden Age book. Now, if you can see, it says 7 Seas.
Oh man. Yeah.
And I know Matt Baker did issue 1, I think, or issue 2.
He did a few of those, yeah.
But was a Good Girl Under the Water.
Yeah.
I messaged the guy, I said, thank you. I wish I could have got the book it was next to.
You got a little bit of it. You got the ink from it.
I got the reprint.
Right. Another Rangers. Those are great.
Joe Doolin.
Yeah, he's great.
Now, is this no, that's not. I was gonna say, is that Senorita, but she's in a different
yeah. She was in Fight mostly. Yeah, she had the red dress on and stuff.
This one I got for $25. It's got
look at that girl over there. Yeah.
Check this out too. Check out the grade on this book. Another eBay find.
Oh man, yeah. That's totally smooth.
I see this book on eBay all the time now in ratty condition, and they want like $80 for it. I know I got to wrap it up. We got to eat.
Yeah, mine tapped on the door a minute ago. I don't know if you heard her or not. I think she's wanting something or to go somewhere or something.
We're gonna play some dominoes tonight. Have some food and play some dominoes. Nice. Brother, appreciate you. It's been a great show. Let's just address, we got a couple people in here. Steve Codwell from I Love Disney. We have the famous comic collector geek who we've been talking about.
All right.
Who's got this massive, awesome collection.
Great stuff in his collection.
Me and Steve are doing a trade. I'm trading him a first Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle with the cover for a second appearance of Blade with a few other things. I'm doing another trade with Mark Spector. He's trading me a Werewolf by Night 37 and a Terrificon exclusive Moon Knight #1 homage to Werewolf 32. And I'm sending him a Captain America Annual 8 and a high-grade copy of Spider-Woman #1. And I'm also doing a trade with Lady Fantastic, which I hope, I haven't heard from her. I'm getting worried because I've been trying to contact her for 2 weeks. I hope she's okay. But Jambo, appreciate you. Love your collection.
Thank you, sir, man. I was glad to get on here with you. I've been meaning to try to contact you and us to get together and do a stream. And it's amazing that, I lucked into finding you on here today. I appreciate you having me on.
And I'm sure it won't be too long. We'll do another one.
That's great.
I appreciate everybody that showed up. There's 11 watching. Great community. You guys are out there are so cool. You have great books, and I just love this community. So we're going to head it there. Thanks for joining me. Everybody have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys.